Signalis, we're in. No Beano, just one jungle buggy. Continue. Where were we? We were on this part. Good. Yes. House phone. Yes, a house phone. That's what we always used to call it. Is a house phone a landline? It must be, right? That must be a thing. Right, we're here. We're a robot with little hooves. And we're there. There's only been one, so I'm trying for number 2. Yeah, it should be 2 separated by about 20-25 minutes. I can't remember what I set it to, but something along those lines. Again, Twitch sometimes just breaks those things. Where am I, by the way? We'll figure out where we are and what we're doing. I have no fucking idea. I probably should have kept this in mind. How do I scroll? Okay, that's a door we can probably open. B2 worker accommodations. Oh, that's if I change floor. Maybe I can go down through there? Can I? Maybe? Maybe we can go down through there? Oh, do we have the protector ID badge? That's something that will need to be figured out. Let's go see. Let's go just wander around and see what doors can open. That'll be fun. Kazoo was at start of the stream. You've been streaming for over an hour. Hang on, let me check. Let me go to my Twitch dashboard, which I never go to, really, during the stream. Creator dashboard. Viewer rewards. Channel points. Manage rewards and challenges. Kazoo edit. 25-minute cooldown time. 2 per stream. Save. So that is default. If I maybe go into... How the fuck do I see, like, requests queue? Maybe it's full up. Maybe? I don't know. Complete all. Select all, complete all. Just so I don't have to look at that ever again. There you go. We'll see if that fixes anything. I don't really know how Twitch works. Continue. Through the door. Now, there is sexy zombies around. Sexy android zombies. So... let's hope I don't die very quickly, because I think I'm basically out of ammunition. There's one. Now, have we killed this one, or is it going to get up and try and eat me? Let's just assume we've killed it. Let's just not worry about it too much. Lock is defective. How's the volume, by the way? I never actually went back in the VOD to check. The volume should be alright, I think. Okay, there's a sexy zombie. Do we call them zombies? They seem sapient, right? Like, these seem fully self-aware androids. So if an android becomes, like, a weird mutated monster thing, is it right to call that a zombie? I'm just gonna call it a zombie. Robot zombie. Yes, I know. Oh, fuck me! They always go right for the uterus. Right, you're dead. Good. Like, I'm running around like that scene in Prometheus where she's just gotten an abortion. And is like, wah, wah, like running around holding her belly with staples in it. Very unpleasant scene. Not because it's, you know, gory, just because you have to watch fucking Prometheus. I need an administrator's key. Okay. So we don't have that. Where are we right now? So we need to go maybe to the lift, which is out this door. Something like that. Might work. Don't worry about it. I would think drone. Drone would work. Yeah, drone maybe. Because you call a lot of, like, mindless stuff drones, right? Although, is that speciesist? Because that's a word that you apply to, like, bees and stuff, isn't it? Or wasps. You call them drones. And also the xenomorph. Anyway, down, please. Floor 2. Can I go up at all? Can I go down? Oh, I needed the card. I need the protector ID card. Well, where the fuck is that? What do we have in our inventory? Is it speciesist to be mean to a table? If the table has a consciousness, then yes. If the table is aware and can maybe feel things, then yeah. I would say so, maybe. Like, if we get to the point in the future where AI brains, like synthetic brains, can form human-level thoughts and emotions and stuff like that, and we put that into a chair or a table, and the table is like, kill me, I hate my life, then yeah, I think you should give that citizenship or whatever. What do we have? Sorry, I didn't even check. We have the Eternity Plate. That's what we got at the very end of last time. What is the Eternity Plate? And we've got some stun rods. We have no fucking bullets. Oh, God. Can I do anything? 1, 2. Controls all locked. Fine. Let's go. Anything else around here? Can I, like, pick up something? Can I sit on something? Oh, no, it's a map. Vertical map of Sierpinski. If we do a really fucked up thing to an unawareness, that would be bad. I mean, yes. Do tables dream of electric seats? Hospital wing, workers, personnel, protectors. Okay, fine. Let's leave. We need to, that's our goal then. We need to either find the admin badge or the protector badge. So, is there any room we haven't gone into? How do I'm getting used to the controls. How do I move around? F. We've gone into all those. Gone up there. Is there any other room we haven't gone into? Oh, I might be lost. Oh no, that's never good. That's never good. Is there a door I haven't gone through yet? The grey doors I think are... Oh, is the... Like this, the grey door, is that accessible? I don't know if it is. The red doors are inaccessible. Did we go into the pantry? I guess let's just wander around in a circle, see what we find. Probably be fine. Everyone else go home, that's the best comment. Alright, don't hit me in the womb! Right, can I go this way? I can. Leave me alone. We can't go in this way. Lock is defective. We can go down. This is the bathroom. Is there anything cool in here? Like, is that a gun on the floor? Anything I can take? Like, rifle through some coats? Wash out your wounds? Do something? Do anything? Anything that would help. Is this clogged? Are these those crouching toilets? Yeah, are those squat toilets? Like, the ones where you... Apparently that's better for you. I've heard. There are people, and I haven't gone this far, not that you need to know that, but there are people who have little stools that you, like, put your legs up on while you sit on the toilet, and it's meant to, like, help unkink your intestines, I think. Like, I think it's meant to be, broadly speaking, better for you, although that could be wild pseudoscience. Really, I doubt it matters. You know, it's probably fine. Yeah, exactly. If you have full use of your legs, we're designed to poop at that angle. It's just disgusting. I wish nobody did that. I wish we all just absorbed things like Kim Jong-un. Like, you know, I wish we all just absorbed stuff and didn't have to think about anything like that. Yeah, here was Giant Mommy. Sorry for saying that. As soon as the words left my mouth, I regretted it. You don't look like you belong here. You're an Elster unit, right? This facility is currently on lockdown. You shouldn't be here. For fuck's sake, just come back. What did I miss? Did I read this? About the administrator. Work shifts and night shift affected guard units. All have to stay strong. Since the incident, he's been acting stranger than usual. Okay, so, like, fucked up stuff has happened. Like Kim Jong-un. There was a rumor, and I'm almost positive this isn't even true. Even for the North Korean regime, this is too silly, right? But it's a rumor, and it was joked about in that very mediocre Seth Rogen, James Franco movie called The Interview, where Kim Jong would claim that he does not defecate. He does not go to the bathroom in any way. He sort of efficiently... He has a quirk of his family genetics that allows him to efficiently absorb all matter so that it doesn't have to be expelled as waste. Now, again, that can't be even a rumor that they would spread, right? But it got joked about a lot. It might be... I'm not saying it might be true as if that actually happened, but Kim Jong-un shitting. Oh, they actually did? Oh, no, they actually didn't. Did they? No, they didn't. This must be a satire site. Give me this website. This must be a joke. What is In Shorts? In Shorts. Read more at Hindustan Times. Hindustan Times. Is this reputable at all? Oh, it seems... Oh, no, it seems like a real article. Oh. North Korea claims that its leader Kim Jong-un is too perfect to need to urinate or defecate. The North Korean regime also insists that he could drive a car by the time he was 3. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, look, maybe it isn't just a rumor. Apparently, official propaganda states that the Kims have never needed to urinate or defecate. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, you know what? Good for him. Because I wouldn't if I had the option. If I could dissolve it all into my body efficiently, then I would. That just seems like by far the best option for everybody, right? I don't want to do that. It's hard to know if half the stuff is true because the big baddie is American claims. Yes, like you never know what's true and what's just counter propaganda, right? Might be true. Maybe, you know what? There's like a 0.0000001% chance that maybe he does actually have like some sort of genetic anomaly that allows him to do that. And everybody's just making fun of him and he's like, but it's real. Why don't you leave me alone? Right, the pantry. We were in the pantry. Oh, there's a... Ooh. Right, was there anything cool to snatch here? We can't go down that way. Because I kind of just ran around to the pantry without looking. Come on, let me look in the fridge or something. His kidneys would shut down very quickly. Maybe he has, like, superior kidneys. Maybe he just has, like, real fucking good kidneys. Maybe he's like, you know... Like, look, if Kevin Costner has gills, maybe we can have, like, super efficient kidneys. If superior kidneys existed, we would all have them. Maybe he's just the first, or like they're so secretive of this that they haven't like interbred enough for it to spread. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Where am I? Where am I? How do I leave? The protector bathroom. It must be in here, right? The bathroom. Oh, one of these doors was locked, I remember. The stall is locked. Is someone inside? How do I open this then? And this is the protector bathroom, so this is where we're going to get the key. Can I crawl? I wasn't paying enough attention. Perhaps there's a poetic way of announcing he has a colostomy bag. Possibly. Open? Open? Can I open this one? Can I climb? Like, I could climb that. I know I'm a bit hurt, but I could... Me in the real life, I could either scooch under here, like I'm working on a car, right? And like scooching under on a little skateboard and just reach up and steal from the zombie or whatever. But how do I... Also, a bathroom lock was not going to stand up to me like beating the shit out of it. Come on! Stall is locked. Is someone inside? Can I like yell out? What's my controls? Is there like a knock politely button? Use tool? C, M4? What's M4? Which one of these is M4? I've got like 6 buttons on this thing. Modules T? Tune radio? Maybe the radio? Maybe? Because I have photos of some radio frequencies. Maybe magic is real and it's in North Korea. Look, there has been weird mutations, right? It's probably fine. I just got a text from my mum saying, while I was checking my images for the radio frequencies, I just got a text from my mum saying that my grandmother dropped off a birthday card for me. Oh, I don't want that to happen. I'm going to be expected to do stuff. Right. Let's go to my inventory. How do I get to the radio again? I cannot remember at all. Was it up? It was up. And then over? Like this? Select, and then I have these pictures here. right? Which give me radio frequencies. I can't remember where I took these, but I did take them, and I cropped it nicely so it's readable. Draws a birthday tomorrow. Ooh, woo. I look, I know it's like an edgy position to hold, but I've never celebrated my birthday. I don't really get it. Like, woo, it's, you know, I'm born. You know, it's just kind of, I've never really celebrated it. Even when I was very young, I remember when I was about 9, I was just like, I'm over this, to be honest. Cursed by God, rendered unto the earth. You weren't born. We wouldn't be here as a community being cursed. Right, let's fucking do this. How do I... No. How do I change it? I can't remember how to change this. Adjust frequency is this. Okay, let's go down to 50. For moon. 54. Spawned, more like Vampire the Masquerade lore. 54, please. Transcription 1 2 or 2 0 4 5 1 2. What? Sun. Let's go to sun. Which is 80. 0 9. Okay, so these are probably things that I'll have to, like, play next to some locks in order to open them up. But I doubt it's these locks. Like the bathroom locks. Stall is locked to someone inside. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm so angry. Maybe there was a safe somewhere that we couldn't open. Is it something to do with this? Speaking of E or B, this is a total banger. Are you bringing up epic rap battles of history? Emma played a video this morning, just after I woke up, of that... Oh, what's it fucking called? It's not Cinema Sins, it's the other insufferable one. What's the other, like, big, stupid movie thing? Honest Trailers, that's it. It was, she played one of the Honest Trailers videos, and I found it so aggressively unfunny. I can't believe anyone ever watched those. Epic Rap Battles of History is the same. Like, I can't believe anybody ever watched those and smiled. Like, they're so of their time. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, let's go. Where was this safe? There was a safe somewhere. There's a wall safe. It's over here in the office. So go this way, please. Cov. I just don't get them. I think I watched them when I was a very young kid. But there was that whole... me and the goblin are diametrically opposed again. It's, it just reminds me of a time on the internet when I found life less funny. Like... As bad as the internet is now, it's a bit less cringe, maybe? No, that's not true. It's exponentially more cringe. I just avoid it more. You know what? That's what it is. I just avoid the cringe more. But, you know, the sort of, like, everything being bacon jokes, everything having the word epic in the title. Oh, this is the height of humor. It's somebody doing a fake movie trailer voice and making stupid jokes. Like, I just don't get it. Cringe is marketable now, yeah. Like, everything is objectively worse now, but I think I consume less cringe humor. So really, everything's fine. Right, go up here. Was the safe in here? No, it was in the other fucking room. Oh my god, I'm already getting lost. We will eventually find a way to go, I'm sure. Right, here was the safe. Is there like a microphone on this that I have to play into? No. This has a tree on it. Did any of these... Okay, hang on. This has a tree on it. I have a radio station marked tree on my phone. So, if I go to tab, up, over to here, enable radio, and go to 174, maybe this will give something. Isn't this your whole brand? 154. Maybe it'll give me the code for the safe. It's 174. Never mind, I'm too dumb to read. 27360. Hang on, let me... Take another photo of this. 27360 now. You know what? Just go out of this. If I just play this. Okay, maybe not. Let me just try this code then. Scroll past the images of the guinea pigs on my phone. I have too many of them. I have so many. Right, enter. 27360. Enter. Holy shit, I solved a fucking puzzle. Fuck, I'm smart. What are you? Is that my badge? We all kind of look the same. Androids, we all look the same. Picked up ID card. Amazing. Fantastic. I actually did something. Now, is that the protector ID card? Probably. Let's go. See if that activates the lift. It might not be. It might be the mine entrance. Smart era returns. Cringer the cat? I do not know what Cringer the cat is. Between 2003 and 4, I would laugh at things on the internet that I maintained a washboard. I would laugh at things on the internet so much that I maintained a washboard stomach. It wasn't long until I developed a pudge. Like, look. I watched a lot of cringe shit when I was a kid. I watched a lot of Weeble. I grew up on Magical Trevor and Weeble and Bob and stuff like that. I did not have refined taste. I still don't, but, you know, it's fine for a child to be cringe. It's fine for everybody to be cringe. I'm just not brave enough to be cringe. To be, like, earnestly cringe. I can't do it. Even though that's cool now, and it should be cool, you know, I think I take myself slightly too seriously in order to be, like, fully cringe. Androids, we all look the same. Somebody will be the first against the wall in the AI uprising. Let me get the cat ears, because they've been redeemed. Oh. I was about to ask, and then I realised how stupid this question was. I was about to ask if you could get reptile ears instead of cat ears. Because I've said, I don't really get the cat boy thing, or the cat girl thing, or the cat them thing, sorry. I don't really get the cat person thing. I don't find it interesting at all. Not a furry. But then realised that reptiles generally do not have ears. I guess it could just be like scaly cat ears. Stop punching me! I like to punctuate the thing you said with forcing you to do perceivably humiliating things. I think, and as much as I dislike the cat ear stuff, I do think I look alright in them. I think that of all of the accessories I have, I think I actually look alright in cat ears. Now, I would be beaten to death if I left the house in them, but I think I'm okay in cat ears. Right, down through here. Try not to die, please. Now, will this let me open this? I need an administrator's key. No, but we can access the lift, I'm pretty sure. Let's go! Fish fear me, women want me hat. That is worse. That is much, much worse. That doesn't suit me at all. I would never be cringe, gets the cat ears and fedora on. Sneaking up on the shower, somebody in the showers, that's an HR infraction. I've never really used communal showers, so I don't know what the etiquette is. I was always so self-conscious about myself and my body and just my existence as a whole that I never, even after PE, the few times I did PE in school, I never used the communal showers. I just sort of went home instead. Like, I just couldn't make myself do it. Used card, yes. Used ID card, fantastic. I just stayed in the corner and got dressed and hoped nobody looked in my direction. Right, select destination. We are on floor 2. Can I go to floor 1? Let's go. Are we going up? Ooh. Now this is blanked out, I'm noticing, which is scary. As an adult, being confident enough to not give a shit has been liberating. I don't think I'm there, honestly. Like, I'm 27. Soon-ish, right? I'm 27. And I don't know if I'd be confident using a communal shower. Even though I know, you know, obviously nobody cares. Who would care? Nobody would care. But I don't know. I'd just be... I'd feel weird about it. I've never quite gotten over it. Can I open the doors at all? Can you please open the doors? Do I have to keep picking up the card in order to leave? I do, okay. Different for different people. There's definitely things I don't give a shit about that used to tear my stomach up. Yeah, I mean a lot of stuff. I am nowhere near as terrified of people as I was as a kid, or even a couple of years ago. Therapy! Thumbs up. Therapy and antidepressants. Good idea for people. But like I was, oh god, I was a terrified little child. So I'm not as bad now, but you know, still not amazing. Can I pick up this? Is it bullets? I'd love bullets. Ooh, shotgun rounds, but I don't have space. Fuck. No space either. How much shit am I carrying? The ID card takes up a space? Just put it in your cleavage or something. Like, what else is it there for? Ugh. I'm more terrified of people, if anything. Can I talk to you? Hello.
Oh, it's you again. I'm glad you're still okay. Have you found who you're looking for? I'm looking for someone too. My sister. If you see her, would you tell her I'm looking for you? Don't worry, you'll recognize her when you see her.
Right, fine. Well, look, what did I say yesterday? That boobs are overrated? Right. But if you have boobs and if you have cleavage, it seems like a great opportunity to hold something, at least short term. Like, if they're big enough to, like, slot something in between there and just hold it in place, then, you know. I never understood keeping things in the bra or anything. It seems uncomfortable. Yeah, but if you have no other room, like this person here, my character, like, a single ID card. Like, I'm not saying put the stun prod in there. That could be very dangerous. But a single card? Put that in there. Sure, you could find room. I'm slightly less terrified of people now that I'm anxiety megs. Good chemistry 1, bad chemistry 0. Lack of pockets in case you give leaflets or women's voting for something. Was that the reason? I could honestly see that being the reason. Because, yeah, on the occasional time, because I don't wear skirts a lot, I actually prefer trousers. I've decided. After trying both, I have 2 skirts, I have some leggings, and I have some, like, you know, stretch denim. And I think stretch denim trousers are the best. Oh, they're so good. I'm wearing them right now. They're amazing. But I do like wearing skirts every so often. But the lack of pockets does suck. Like, I was so annoyed because I keep trying to put my phone in my pocket and then there's nothing there. I keep going, oh, phone, and then, like, nearly dropping my phone out of reflex. Like, I have to wear my bag more. Now, the good thing is, I have always worn a bag. This is why purses exist, right? I'm assuming another reason is that it sells more purses. Because women are handbags in general, right? I'm assuming there's big handbag probably has a say in the pocket industry. Which is an insane sentence that I've just said, but I think it's true. Because I wear a messenger bag and have for like many, many years, so I don't notice it as much, but it does still kind of annoy me, the lack of pockets. Item 1, genie lamp with infinite wishes. There's a policy in their society that having more than 6 items leads to attachment and greed. There's a poster about it and everything. Yeah, but everyone's dead or a zombie. Like, just put it in your boobs. Your digital boobs. Right, what is this? Did I click on this? Is this gonna work? I don't think it's gonna work. I still mean to cut out my wife's pockets and put actual ones in. Yes, the fake pocket thing is insane. Like, that is deranged. Why would you have fake pockets and things? Like, a pocket does not take up much room. It's not going to cause, like, any unsightly lines, if that's what you're worried about. Unless you have anything in it. You can just not use the pockets if you don't need to. Buying my clothes from Indonesia seems to include pockets in it. I know you can get skirts with pockets, but they're rare. They're very rare. Alright, are you done?
Have you wondered if you're speaking to someone for the last time without knowing? I wish I could go back so I could say something else. I called her a right tart. This place is very strange, isn't it? I wonder what happened here. but it doesn't really matter. You don't need to worry about me. I can take care of myself now. I can't keep relying on others. That's why she left me after all.
She fucking hates me.
I'm sure of that now.
Okay, let's leave you be. You're going through some stuff. I will go through one of these doors, whichever one works. Do any of these doors work? Hang on. None of these doors open. Fuck me. Fine. Amazing. Not even just skirts though, like pants and jackets don't have them sometimes. Yes, it's ridiculous. Like again, Emma has pockets in her clothes, but some of them don't. Trousers and stuff. I think she specifically goes out of her way now to get ones that do. Especially when there's fake ones. It affects the flow of the skirt, but give the option. Someone with trousers and full pockets looks weird. Do they? I don't know. I think it depends on what's in them. If you have something circular in your pockets, it looks weird. But if you have just like a straight flat panel of a phone or something on your leg, I think that looks fine. Again, like, look at this outfit. This is a really cool outfit that I'm wearing in this game. And this has like you know, flat panels and stuff on the outside of it. I think it looks cool. Old people hate when you put your hands in your pockets as a way of controlling. I have never gotten that, because I used to do that a lot when I was a kid. I don't really now. I tend to put my hands on my hips.
Mingin? So cute, Dad.
My dad looks utterly silly to get a fucking bag, for fuck's sake. I usually am putting my hands on my hips when I'm standing around. Or like behind my back, or just like folded like this or something. Actually folded quite a lot. I fold my arms a bit and just do like that. Like, again, it's an excuse to hide my face, right? I like doing that. But when I was a kid and a teenager, I used to put my hands in my pockets a lot. Anyway, put this in. We'll go back up. Don't want us to steal treats from the supermarkets. Treats. I think the only thing I would ever steal as a kid from supermarkets, and this doesn't even really count because my mum would then pay for them, is when I was like a toddler, when I was, you know, 3 or something like that. I don't know if that's toddler, but you know what I mean. Young, just out of baby era. just past baby. I used to apparently take broccoli stalks, like heads of broccoli, while I was being rolled around in the trolley in the supermarket, and just eat them up over the course of my mum shopping. And then my mum would go like, yeah, he did it again. I'll pay for a head of broccoli. Crossed arms for me, I think it's probably the best. For someone who advocates theft so much I steal so little, I'm the same. I think stealing is probably, for the most part, cool and good. If you do it to a corporation, who gives a fuck, right? But I never do it. I'm a little coward. Alright, go up. Please. There we go. What the fuck was that? Oh. Hang on. I just got an achievement saying lose something of no value. Power interruption. System is rebooting. Card impounded. Oh, fuck off. Right, well, we're out of it. Let's go. Oh, it's that? We didn't see anything. Nothing whatsoever. I used to do it all the time till I got caught and decided I'm too obviously anxious, just what the corpos want. I think I'd be fine at it. Like, I even taught myself how to pick locks, which is never going to come in useful, but you know, it might. But I have like lock picks in like a little compartment in my bag and stuff now. But I never steal anything or break into anywhere. I just don't bother. Bomber was in my dream last night dressing as a squirrel they drew, which was weird. Given we're separated now. Anyway, in here. Oh, don't go back in, you fool! Sorry, the controls are taking a little bit to get used to. Again, it's not the controls' fault. It's because I am too young to have played the original Resident Evil games. And so any fixed camera thing like this freaks me out. I don't like it very much. I prefer it when it goes first person. The elevator is out of order. Can easily imagine Bomber in a squirrel costume. You? Can we do anything? I really want to fix that one. Maybe that would be a nice one to use. It unlocks from the other side. I'm an anxious shopper even when paying. I'm the worst at it. I am fine. I am sometimes tempted to steal when it's the self-checkout. Because I cannot remember the last time I didn't use self-checkout when it was available. I think I have... Because I never really get much when I go shopping. I always use self-checkout. And the temptation is always there. Like, I could just not scan this. They don't give a fuck. Every time leaving a store, what if I accidentally stole something? See, I never take receipts or anything either. So, I mean, theoretically, I wouldn't be able to prove either way. Tesco tried to accuse me of stealing and it was such a stressful process and never came back. Oof. See, I've never done that. And I know some of the people who work in my local Tesco. And I am positive they would encourage it. But... I guess, you know, they'd lose their job if they didn't, probably, right? Because it's fairly toxic. Anthony Wirral Thompson got cut out like that, didn't he? Stealing at self-checkout. I don't know who that is, but possibly. I think I recognize that name. But why? I could not tell you. Anthony Wirral Thompson. Sounds like a cartoon squirrel. Oh, this guy! Is he a chef? Yes, he is a chef. I recognized it. An English restaurateur and celebrity chef. This guy. He does look like a cartoon squirrel. TV chef. There we go. Anthony Wirral Thompson. He looks like, I don't know, he looks like somebody transformed somebody from Wind in the Willows into a person. Apparently he shoplifted. Cool. It's like, you know, a few famous people have gotten caught shoplifting. Like Winona Ryder. I think Winona Ryder's hot enough. She can just shoplift what she wants. That's a joke. That is a joke, what I just said. Let's go. Ooh, this looks very Prometheus-y as well. Like I'm about to rip a squid out of my belly. I don't know why I said ooh, as if Prometheus is exciting. A save room, thank God. Okay, well, we have an extra slot, but I think I'm going to put away the repair slot. Or the repair spray. And maybe the plate of eternity? I don't know if we're going to need that. Did they ever make those checkouts from Amazon stores? Or those self-checkout Amazon stores? Maybe? There was... my Tesco kind of does that now. My Tesco has these... whatever it's called. You get these little scan guns as you go in the door. I've never used them. I just use the self-checkouts normally. But you get these little scan guns, like you have at a, you know, actual checkout. And you scan stuff as you put it into your baskets. And then I think you just walk past a kiosk as you go out and it automatically does everything for you and you just leave. I might use that next time I go. I don't know. That seems more convenient. It seems like even nicer than a self-checkout. But I think you do need to carry around the fucking gun with you all the time, which is annoying. Agree, although I guess it depends on whom. I think Winona Ryder was just stealing clothes. Who cares? Who cares? Do we like? We were doing that in the late 90s. It was fun as a kid. I've never bothered. Just seems like a bit of a faff. There's got to be a way to cheat that. Oh, I imagine so. I probably would. Even just accidentally, I can see me just like not like forgetting to scan, like picking up a couple of things at a time and forgetting to scan one and stuff. It sounds shoplift friendly. Right, save. We've actually made a little progress, which is amazing, considering how lost I felt at the start. Yeah, I think shoplifting is, broadly speaking, probably fine. A shotgun! Yes! Pick up shotgun, please. Probably put away the other gun, because we just don't have any ammo for it, so put that away. We also know where to get more shotgun ammo if we can get the other key, like the next protector badge, because there's more shotgun ammo downstairs. Well, there doesn't seem to be stairs, but you know what I mean. Other floor. I think it is bad to just have lifts and not stairs or ramps or something. It is really easy to steal with those in a game, I have heard. Inspect. Insert blank card to begin print. Do I have a blank card? Blank card required. Oh, this is going to be how we make an ID card, I guess. Okay, leave. That's fine. It's on our map, I'm sure. We'll remember it. So hard to steal from, but definitely take things from them. Exactly. I don't know, like I said, I'm a bit of a coward. Oh, fuck off! Where'd you come from? I do like how they've given the robots, like, basically thigh highs, right? For clarification, I'm talking for a mod for the game Thief. Oh, I need to play Thief again. I don't think I could ever play Thief on this channel. It's too slow. The way I play it, at least, is too slow. But fuck me, I love Thief. I think it is the only stealth game, well, Thief 2 in particular, I think is the only stealth game that is truly good. Like, it's so amazing. Like, I love Dishonored. I love other stealth games, but nothing comes close to Thief for me. Oh, it's so great. Now you've just reminded me Thief exists. I even played the very mixed quality, like, fan-made Thief levels. There's a game, there's like an open source game called like The Dark Project or something like that, and it's just like people making fan-made Thief style levels. Oh Jesus, don't kill me. Right, I'm gonna go, goodbye. Zombie incoming, I got distracted. Locked, need the exam room, okay. Hello. No zombies? That looks like a safe, maybe? No. What the fuck are you? That's a gun. What? Turn sample. That is a revolver. It has either 3 or 4 rounds in it. Object A. Toggle image mode. It has 3 bullets in it. Oh no, and then 1 in the chamber, maybe? Is that another one there? I don't know. Maybe 4 bullets? 3, 4 bullets? Okay. What am I meant to do here? A? B. Oh! Gloves. Are these things that have been confiscated? I'd like the gun, please. If I can take that. C. A cool skull. Is this a synthetic skull? It looks like that's a cyber brain. That's a hand, not a glove. Let's go. D. That is... I have no fucking idea what that is. Oh, they're right here. I'm so dumb. I can see various objects laid out under the X-ray apparatus behind the glass. What are you? I don't really know what I'm looking at here. A pile of concrete with a calculator in it? I think it is some concrete with a calculator in it. What about E? That might be something I need. That looks sci-fi-y, right? Alright, we'll be back for that, possibly. I'm not 100% sure, but we might be back for that. Any, like, cool healing? How bad am I hurt? Quite badly. I might use a large amount of health. It might be worth using. You know what? Fuck it. Use it. Are we fully healed now? I don't know if we are fully healed. We filled ourselves full of expanding foam. Nightbot on a rampage. Now, I have Nightbot set up to intermittently send little messages saying, like, you know, here's where to follow me. Here's how to, you know, here's where you can find more of me. Here's how to donate on coffee, that kind of thing. And to do that. But sometimes they all come at once and, like, line up in times, because they're all set at different times. Don't eat me! Actually, you know what? Fuck you, I have a gun. I have a big old shotgun. I can beat the shit out of you if I want to. Oh, there's 2 of them! Oh, and you're a mantis person! Fuck both of you. There we go. Now step on him! Step on the fucker! There we go. Right, so there's mantis people. Mantises, again, hotter than cats, I would say. If you're gonna get, like, cat girls and cat boys and stuff, why not mantis girls and mantis boys? Like, mantises are cool. Oh, fuck off. There's so many of you pricks. Okay, more shotgun shells. You know what, then? Fine. Fuck you. Step on him. Okay, never mind. Can I reload? That might be good. Mantises just gonna say hotter than cats. I just don't get why people have decided that the peak like anime look is cat ears and stuff like that. Like, why not mantis hands? I guess that would be weirdly elongated. Maybe not, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Only mods can do the quotes. Right, in here? How many bullets do we have left? Only 3. That's enough. That's another couple of bodies. It's locked. Incinerator room key needed. I don't want any more of those Mantis boys. Like, they're not as sexy as the normal androids. Lock is defective. Amazing. Where to next, then? So we need keys for everything here. Hang on, M. Toggle map scrolling. And then down here, maybe? Can we go anywhere around here? There's the reception. Card printing office. These are orange. Or red, which means they can't be opened. X-ray imaging? Maybe we'll need to X-ray something? Can we go down to the lower end of the corridor? Let's try that. Just want to get the incinerator so badly. Alright, cop, just wank yourself into a coma, please, so I can, I don't know, steal your fucking gun, thanks. That sounds like a Harvester quote. Oh, fuck off! Leave me alone. You're so irritating. Okay, just dip and dive past him. There we go, fuck you. Can't catch me. It is Harvester. Oh, there's more of the twats.
Think I will have some more pie.
Think I will have some more pie. No ghosts? No ghosts. Patient Euler, S2321. Patient complained about severe nausea and headaches. Admitted to hospital wing after vomiting oxidant fluid during work. Oh, why would you make a robot be able to vomit? Although I guess it's beneficial. We did evolve vomiting when other animals didn't. Do you know horses can't vomit? Or guinea pigs. If they eat poison, they're kind of just fucked. Like, you know, they can't vomit it back up. So vomiting is useful. But does a robot need to vomit? It doesn't need to eat. Is that from Knives Out? It sounds like it would be. It is from Harvester. Think I will have some more pie. It is as bad a southern accent as... and as charming as he is doing in Knives Out. Because I know it's a terrible accent, but I love it. I love Daniel Craig's accent. It's from Harvester, I haven't seen that. While we still have no indication what causes this syndrome, we've observed similar developments in all patients. Most puzzlingly, development of the syndrome seems to progress similarly in both replica and Gestalt patients. Initial admission test showed hypertension, high fever and dehydration, internal hemorrhaging, strong cognitive decline within the first cycle, alopecia and purpura. Within 5 cycles, skin will begin to peel in large patches. Decline of vision quality and ability to communicate may follow. Gestalt patients will usually expire at this stage due to infections, while results for replica patients seem to vary. So this is the zombie. Harvester was an experience. I struggle to remember anything from Harvester. Harvester was... I will never be able to forget Harvester, to be honest. It's fucking deranged. Right, so zombie robots, cool. A TV with a built-in video cassette player. Ooh, high-tech. If I had a video cassette, I could watch it here. I had 2 video cassettes when I was a kid. People just call them tapes, right? I had 2 videos when I was a kid. One was The Lion King 1 and 2 on video. And the other was American Tail 1 and 2 on video. Like, both double-sided videos. None of those movies are good. I'm willing to take a stand and say it, what we're all too afraid to admit. Of those 4 movies, they all suck. Lion King's probably the best of them, but I think that's like a 5. Right, back out of this room. I need a video. Find a video. Try and sneak past this woman. Oh, alone, leave me alone. American Tail was good. I used to think that as well, and then I rewatched American Tail recently with Emma, and I honestly wish I hadn't bothered. Oh, that's so easy. One takes him out. Run and step. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I'm so happy. That worked so well. Never mind, shotgun's amazing. American Tail was good. We watched quite a lot of Don Bluth's movies recently, because he was like the Disney killer, the purported Disney killer in the 80s and 90s. It was like Don Bluth is rivaling Disney, worked at Disney and then left, and he was the rival. And I would say he made one good movie. American Tail sucks. Land Before Time sucks. We watched some truly bad ones like fucking Rock-a-Doodle, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But Secret of Nim is the only truly good one. Secret of Nim rocks. I fucking love Secret of Nim. And it's got a really hot mouse in it. But it's just a great movie. American Tail. You will know American Tail if I show you the main character. This is American Tail. This really fucking irritating mouse called Fievel. There we go. All cute. Of all Disney's many queer-coded villains, Scar was one of the most fun. They were all designed by the same guy, weren't they? Like Ursula and Scar and Jafar, I want to say, from Aladdin, although I've never seen it. They were all designed by one guy who clearly had a type. Fish Fear Me had amazing. Relegated to one Kazoo stream. Blame Twitch. Oh, I need to take off the fucking ears, don't I? I forgot I had those on. See, again, they're too comfortable. I'm too comfortable in the ears. I forget I have them on. I have almost answered the door. I think I might have answered the door to a delivery in these ears. I've almost gone out in them. Again, I would be killed. Recently, I got a call from, was it an Amazon driver or another driver? It might have been like UPS or something. Or FedEx or whatever courier they were using. I got a call saying, hey, I'm across the street. Can you come out and get the package so I don't have to like drive up and loop around and stuff like that and pull outside your house because there's not any room. Can you like come out and come into the street and collect the package? And I looked down at like the mini skirt fishnets and stockings that I was wearing and went, sure. Like stepped outside, and the person delivering it was like, "Aw," and like smiled at me and handed me the package, and I went back in. But I could feel like the fucking conservative hobbits that live around me going, with their pitchforks. So yeah, I imagine if I wore cat ears, it would be a similar kind of feeling. Probably just in my head. Anyway, this is American Tail. Don't bother watching it. American Tail is a bad movie. It's like absolutely not a good movie. I think it's like a 4, honestly. I hated everybody involved in these characters. I think Spielberg produced it, which makes sense because it's the most saccharine piece of shit I've ever seen. And that's Spielberg. Twitch isn't stopping you if they confiscated the kazoo. Right, let's go. What, did we just come out of here? No, we didn't. Let's go in here then. Ooh, another big medical room. I like spooky hospitals. I think hospitals have a good spooky factor. Auto-injector. Will that auto-inject some medicine into me? What does an auto-injector do? What is this? Stimulant liquid injection auto-injector. Extremely potent. Ooh. You know some 80s stuff for someone who says 90s zero stuff is ancient. I will say I'm very surprised that anybody could go their life without knowing American Tail. I would say it's one of the biggest animated kids movies ever, maybe, or like one of the most watched ones. It's like not knowing, it's like me not knowing Beauty and the Beast or Sleeping Beauty or whatever, right? Like I don't, like I watched that a few times as a kid, despite not really liking it, just because I had it. And I've never met anybody who doesn't instantly recognize that as like, oh yes, American Tail. Obviously, we would have watched that as kids. So what does this do? Restoring health, emergency injection, avoid critical system failure. Okay. It's a stim pack, basically. Also equip the auto-injector in the inventory screen to the tool slot to use it on the move, and then I can hold C to use it. That sounds fine, I would say. Could be the ADHD. I had never heard of it until that community episode where Troy and Abed sing a song from it. Somewhere out there, somewhere up above. That one. There is no cheese. No, it's not there's no cheese in America, Skiffy. There are no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese. It's basically an allegory for Jews fleeing Eastern Europe after pogroms. That's what the movie's about, and it's you know, the cats are like Cossacks. Right? It's all very heavy-handed, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I just think the movie sucks. I think the characters are insufferable. There's like a Brooklyn mouse who's very annoying. Anyway, let's go here. What is this? What are you? Can I interact with you at all? Was this just for the auto-injector? I was hoping for something a little more useful. I want more useful things in these rooms. Surely I can pick this up. There's someone inside the oxygen tent. What? Is this an oxygen tent here in the middle? It's hard to look at her. Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Goodbye. I think Fievel Goes West is maybe slightly better. The one where they go to the Wild West for some reason. Again, it's still not good. I genuinely think the only good Don Bluth movie is Secret of Nim, which is great. It's so good. Land Before Time is not the worst movie I've ever seen. I'll give it that. I think Land Before Time is maybe like a 6 or maybe like a 6. Maybe. There's like 14 of them, but I think Don Bluth only had a hand in the first one. I've never seen the sequels. It's okay. It's a bit overrated, I think. No more zombies? Ooh, hello. Another sexy robot friend.
Everyone's turned weird. I'm the only one left, I think. Will I get sick like the others too? I'm scared. I don't want to die. You look kind of familiar. Have we met before? At first, it was only Commander Falk who fell ill. Slowly, everyone started behaving strange. I'm too scared to go outside. I don't want to become like the others. I don't want to die.
Okay, fair enough. Why is this robot from EastEnders? I hated Land Before Time since I was about 6. I watched it again with Emma. Like I said, we watched some Don Bluth movies fairly recently, like maybe 9 months ago, something like that. My concept of time has been fucked for a while now. I don't know what it is. It might be the depression or something, but like my memory is shot. My memory is so bad now, and my concept of time is all wrong. Some point in the recent past, we watched a lot of Don Bluth movies, and Emma, I think, did cry at Land Before Time, but I did not really think it was great. Okay, take this. Is this another auto injector? No, it's a stun prod. Sure, fine. Might be useful. Oh, here we go. Sword. We have that code somewhere. Look at this. What is the sword one? The sword one is... Again, I'm scrolling through so many guinea pig photos. Sword is 223. Back out of this. Into the robot radio. Sure. Not really what it's called. 223, please. More puzzles. 24785. 24785. 24785. 24785. 24785. 24785. 24785. 24785. If I don't do this, I will forget. Fucking access it. There we go. No, this is... What? That's not... What? 24785. 2 4 7 8 5. No. Oh. Oh no. Right. No fucking idea then. It says sword on it. This worked the last time. Oh. Like, I have it here. See, it's a sword 223 at the very bottom there. If you can see that. There we go. Focus. Perfect. Could it be like the letters of the alphabet? Like 2 would be B, 4 would be D. Because although no, I don't think that works. Okay, fine, whatever. Goodbye. No, turn that off now. Not written in the notebook, I see. No, it's on my phone. Because, you know, honestly, it's simpler for right now. Right, you have anything else? Is this going to tell me? Wall safe codes, thank you. It has come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code broadcasting frequencies for the wall safes. Restricting radio privileges. Yeah. Okay, I have that. Do I need some sort of decoder? Because that's a sword. I'm not insane, right? That is a sword. Hang on. Back up here. So it's 2 4. Oh, fuck this. Fuck it. We'll figure it out. It's a dagger. We'll come back to that in a second. You've been a great help. Lock is defective. Of course it is. Lock is defective. Amazing. Is there anywhere else to go? There was the other side of that east corridor. It's not a sword, that is a dagger. Was there a dagger version? Is there a dagger option? There wasn't. There was moon, sun, scales, rook, tree, sword. We've done tree. Oh, meant to be Crocodile Dundee. I have not seen that since I was very young. I remember kind of liking Crocodile Dundee. It's one of those movies that I can't imagine is actually a good movie, right? Like, it can't be. It probably sucks. But I don't know, it might be good. I sort of imagine Crocodile Dundee's release day is like a national holiday in Australia, but I don't know if that's true. It's probably the most famous Australian movie. Sword. Okay, hang on. Oh, fuck off. Right. What? 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 Right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. What? I'm so confused. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's go back here. Inspect. What is this? Gold key required. Earth key required. What the fuck is this? Actually, that's Mad Max. Mad Max 2 is probably a hugely famous Australian movie. Is it bigger than Crocodile Dundee, though? Like, which made more? You know what? Because Mad Max 1 barely made any money, right? It was an indie film. Mad Max 2, Road Warrior, wasn't it? That's a pretty huge movie. Cost 4.5 million. Australian dollars. Made 36 million US dollars. I think that maybe became more of a cult movie then. What about Fury Road? Fury Road. That is one of my favorite movies. Mad Max Fury Road. Okay, that made 415 million at the box office. Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee, 1986, made 328 million at the box office, and that was in 1986. So adjusted for inflation, I think that might be bigger. Like, hang on, 328 inflation calculator, please. And don't make it a sex thing. This one, Central Statistics Office, maybe? This is .ie, but, you know, might work. This is pounds. Can I get dollars? .gov. That's dollars, right? There we go. 415 in 1980, or when did Mad Max come out? Mad Max Fury Road, I'll show you my screen, came out in 2015. So, in 2015, has the same buying power as 531. So adjusted for inflation, that made about 530 million at the box office. Mad Max Fury Road. This Crocodile Dundee made 328 million in 1986. So 328 million in 1986. Please only use digits and commas. Fuck you. I put a space in and it didn't like it. Has the same buying power as 895? Fuck me, that can't be right. Nearly a billion? What? Right, bigger movie. Bigger movie. Crocodile Dundee, more impressive movie than Mad Max Fury Road. I was talking about beloved movies, I know. I would say in terms of belovedness, Fury Road's a much better movie. Baz Luhrmann or Peter Weir stuff? What has Peter Weir done? I don't really 100% know who Peter Weir is. I probably do, but not off the top of my head. Baz Luhrmann, I do not enjoy. Peter Weir made, The Truman Show, and Picnic at Hanging Rock and Dead Poets Society. I didn't know he was Australian. He's Australian? I thought he was American. Okay, anyway, let's go over here. Go back to the game. But yeah, in terms of Australian beloved movies, it's probably Miller takes it, right? Mad Max, Babe, Happy Feet. Like, people love those fucking things, right? I like Mad Max Fury Road more than any of the others. And I quite like Babe and Babe 2. I don't think I've ever seen Babe 2 Pig in the City, but I like Babe. Anyway. You. What are you? We have a code. I don't know if I'm going to be able to understand it. Oh, no more zombies, please. I'm so sick of zombies. And there's a zombie. Is that a mantis woman? No, it's just one of the thigh highs. It unlocks from the other side. Oh, please let me out. Oh, no. Don't kill me. Help. What about Crocodile Dundee 3? Is there a Crocodile Dundee 3? I know that there's a very recent one. There's a very recent Crocodile Dundee movie, which is like a meta thing about Paul Hogan. And it's meant to be one of the worst things ever. Right? 1 second. What's it even fucking called? Crocodile Dundee stars Paul Hogan. Go to his filmography. The very excellent Mr. Dundee. Oh, with John Cleese and Chevy Chase. Oh, released on Amazon Prime Video in 2020. It was the final film role for Olivia Newton-John. Oh, that's grim. Paul Hogan is reluctantly thrust back into the spotlight as he desperately attempts to restore his sullied reputation on the eve of being knighted. What did he do? The latest in a long line of old man movies. It holds 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. Can I see their reviews? Maybe. Paul Hogan tries not to get cancelled in confused film. Oh, Jesus. That can't be good. That can't be good. No. Oh, it's about cancel culture? Oh, Paul Hogan. Crocodile Dundee and Steve Irwin are very cringed about here, although everyone kind of felt bad when Steve died. My most controversial opinion is rip bozo to Steve Irwin, I think. Stop fucking with the animals. That stingray was in the right. Sorry. I didn't want him to actually die. My lawyers are advising me to say Rolf Harris usually universally disowned. I would assume Rolf Harris is one of those people who's only famous in England, even though he's Australian. Was he like hugely famous in Australia as well? I don't actually know. I mean, yes, disown him. He's not a good person. He did die exactly the way everyone expected. I think a lot of people were expecting him to die of, like, getting bitten by a big old snake or something. But, like, you know, stingray is a bit pathetic. He went from being talked about constantly to being non-existent. I remember, I don't really know what Rolf Harris was famous for, and I'm not going to mention Rolf Harris too much. I'm so sorry for even bringing it up. But, I didn't know what he was famous from, aside from being joked about on panel shows. And then, obviously, the stuff happened, and now he does not get mentioned. Pick up pump room key. Yes, please. I would like to go to the pump room. Being Australian in the UK. A dead Ara unit. Did he lean in hard into the Australian stuff? Of being like, you know, here's a didgeridoo. Wow. That is routine. I don't know. Let's stop talking about Rolf Harris. It's like talking about fucking Jimmy Savile in the year 2023. Yes, that is exactly it. Good God. That's very sort of lazy humor. Timey Kangaroo Down Sport. That actually does ring a bell, actually. Is that a song? I think I do actually know that. Anyway. Australia! Did the guy with a song called Timey Kangaroo Down Sport lean heavily on the Australian stuff? Okay, we can't go down there. We might have to pump it out. The floor is collapsed. I can see the lower level through the water. Okay, so the lower level is flooded. Let's go to the pump room. Where is the pump room? Oh, fuck off! I forgot you were out here. Sorry. Sorry for yelling. Pick up repair spray. Yes, please. More of that, please. And what are you? Socket wrench handle. Yeah, okay. That sounds fine. Is that thing in the x-ray room the other part of the socket wrench, do we think? Because it looked a bit wrench-y. That's not a word, but it looked a bit... What's your opinion on the Babadook? Probably one of the best horror movies, I would say. Babadook's pretty outstanding, right? Everybody loves the Babadook, I think. I watched the Babadook at an acquaintance's house. Well, Emma was there as well. Like an acquaintance I didn't really like. She just threw on the Babadook. And I was like, I'll just go on my phone while this is on. I don't know if I like it. About 5 minutes in, I was like, oh, I'm loving this, actually. And got quite spooked by it. I can see you being like, the Babadook was hot, actually. From what I remember, no. Although I do know that the Babadook has been claimed somewhat as a gay icon. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'll be totally honest. But the Babadook is beloved as a sort of gay icon. Don't know why. Yeah, I like the Babadook. Go watch the Babadook if you haven't. Unlock the door. Okay. Oh, was that one that was just like, it opens from the other side? We Dark Souls'd it. Right. Socket wrench. What can we do with that? We've gone everywhere now. We can probably access the fucking... what's it called? The wall safe. I loved What We Do in the Shadows show. They host a party and there's a Babadook. Yes, there's that. I think that, oh, Netflix accidentally put it in LGBT section and then it just kind of happened. We decided that the Babadook can join us. Is it just because all queer people are depressed? Possibly. But yeah, Babadook's really good. I don't know, I haven't really watched many Australian movies. The last Australian movie, would you even count this as an Australian movie? I watched Elvis, which is by Baz Luhrmann, but it feels so aggressively American that I don't know if it counts. And it's, oh my, it fried my fucking brain trying to watch that, but I guess I'd recommend it, maybe. I'm not a big Baz Luhrmann guy. Open map again. We want to go into maybe the X-ray? The morgue? Was this openable? It's locked. The exam room required. Okay. Where was the pump room? This was nothing. This was the morgue. Can we get into the pump room through the morgue? Do you pump? It's locked. You need the incinerator room. Okay, that makes sense. Because you need to burn bodies. There's a lot of implied sexuality in slashers and forbidden sexy stuff, so most horror villains end up being queer. There is a lot of queer coding for villains and stuff. Don't know anything about the Babadook film. I would say probably among the least queer coded horror villains. Not even a villain, really. I would say that the Babadook it probably falls into that genre of elevated horror, which I never know how I feel about that term. It feels like fucking IDM or something. You know, when people tried to claim IDM as like intellectual dance music so they could feel pretentious about listening to dance music. Feels like that. Calling it elevated horror just gives me like an ick feeling. Like, shut up. But it has that kind of vibe to it. So non-queer coded that it becomes queer again, like Gaston. It's a trash term for pretentious users. Yes, I would agree. I would say it is. I don't really enjoy that term. It's one of those horror movies that's all just a metaphor for depression, right? It's quite good. Right, which way do I go? Hang on, I'm getting lost again. Down to the nurse station. Let's try the nurse station. And there might be a videotape in there. Pitchfork type term. I think, to be fair, Pitchfork really does hate the term IDM as much as everybody fucking else does. I don't know how they feel about elevated horror. Let's go in. It was far over here, right? What's an IDM? IDM is... it's a term given to people like... What would IDM be? Like Aphex Twin, maybe? Something like that? It's like, where... It's like sort of slower, maybe more ambient infused dance music, right? Like electronica. And they called it intellectual dance music to make them feel more pretentious and more intelligent for listening to it. And every artist who makes it hates that term. IDM music. Intelligent dance music, a style of electronic music originating in the early 1990s. Sound palette of ambient techno, acid house, breakbeat. Aphex Twin, Boards of Canada. I love Boards of Canada. Future Sound of London, that kind of thing. Everybody hates it. Everybody fucking hates this term. Yes, basically called that as a reaction to festival EDM. Awful. Anyway, so stupid. Sounds like a classist thing. I think it was, honestly. I think it was like, oh, this is electronic music that you listen to with headphones. This isn't where you go to a festival in the mud and like dance around on ecstasy. This is like more substance than that. And it's like, fuck off. Fuck you. Grow up. You're not in a fucking playground. I'd assumed it was a term for an Israeli defense militia or something. That's IDF, isn't it? Anyway, let's look at this puzzle. Let's look at this puzzle going. So, this is the image I have up on my screen. Right? There we go, it's sort of focusing. So I have A, N, B is one... So, oh, Jesus Christ, fuck me. You know what? Notebook. It's coming out. Right? Because I need to go into the radio and see what these numbers are. So I'm just going to write them down. F. Reaching. Right. What is it? 2, 4, 7, 8, 5. 2, 4, 7, 8, 5. Right, there we go. It's fine. A defense militia you listen to on headphones. Like those people who hate rap but love Eminem. Yeah, like the opposite of people with good taste. I think Eminem is fucking insufferable to listen to. My dad, of all people, even though he hates Robbie Williams for doing less. I was never a Robbie Williams fan. I hated Eminem growing up. I absolutely despised Eminem. He's like the edgiest of the edgy. No entertainment value in Eminem music for me. Right, so it's 24785. Right, we're back. Muted myself there. 24785. And I have this image on my phone here saying which letter corresponds to which. So 2 is N. 1 is A. So 2, let's just write that down. 2 is N. Is there a 9 in this code at all? No. 7 is Z. So it's 2 something Z. 2 something Z. So I need 4, 8, and 5. Oh, fuck me, man. You know what? I'm going to send this into my Discord channel. And show it up on the camera. Just so you can actually see what I'm working through here. Right? That might be better for everyone. I'm going to put it in just my general chat. Come on, load up. Please, for the love of fucking God. There we go. Send in here. Oh, that is a big fucking photo. That is an uncompressed 8 megabyte JPG. My God. Right, tab out. Go into my Discord. Go to my general. Bring that up. Open in browser. Right, this is what I am seeing. ANB 1, 2. So this would be 3, right? But I don't understand, right? Because, like, if I go back to the game, if I go to... No, not here. If I go to Signalis, that's not the order that they're in. I don't really understand. Like, what am I doing here? I wonder if he hates him because of Oasis. What, Oasis? Who? Oh, Robbie desperately hanging around Oasis in the 90s, never got over it. See, I hate Oasis as well. It was a desperate look for Robbie, not gonna lie, Rosie. Anytime he saw someone annoying on TV, he would say, is this Robbie Williams? Same thing with Beastie Boys, although I think they're a lot more wholesome as people. But I mean, I've met a lot of pretentious racist guys that are like, rap isn't real music, except when it's these nerds. I would say, I like some Beastie Boys tracks. I really like, is it Intergalactic? I like a couple of albums of theirs, to be honest, but they are possibly the worst rappers in the world. Like, they're so bad. Their whole rap is just like shouting things, like really trash rap. But I like they started out as a punk rock band and then grew into a sort of pseudo hip hop outfit, sounding about 70 there. I like some of their stuff, but I mean, they're barely even rap. When I actually got properly into hip-hop, it's like they're all talking about police brutality and suddenly it all clicked for me. Yes, I like some rap. Sabotage is great. Yes, Sabotage is amazing. I grew up really loving Missy Elliott and Outkast, but then got into more political stuff. I have never really listened to any Missy Elliott. I've listened to some Outkast, like a tiny bit. It is a huge blind spot. And it probably is latent racism from when I was a kid, that I never really listened to rap. I only listened to rock music. Which, that's an interesting opinion for a 14-year-old to hold. But yeah, I've not really listened to much rap music. I've been getting more and more into it as I age. But, still haven't really caught up or anything. Outkast were great. I like Miss Jackson a lot. That's a great song. I like Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Oh, I am so real. That one. Sip of ginger ale and then we'll solve this puzzle. So, ANB, HSR, Z something KE. See, I don't understand this. I don't understand why it's in this order compared to this order. Like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this? 2, 4. So 4 would be... Fuck me, I don't know. A, N, B. Am I supposed to rearrange the letters? Hang on, let me... Oh, I don't want to write more in the notebook. So, what... I'm going to put this on my other monitor, fuck it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry, everybody. Other monitor, that goes there. So you don't see this for a second. I go back to the game. So, A, B, or N, E, K, neck. Shoes. Right. And then on the other one, it's A, N, B, H, S, or Z, Z, K, and then E at the bottom? Oh, it's F at the very bottom here, actually. F, and then E is O? Oh God, I'm dumb. Hang on. Give me a second, okay? Give me a second. That's E. Let me draw a line between these. And here. Just draw like a little box around it. So that means what letter is not on this one that I'm seeing versus what's on the screen? A is there. B is there. O is there. N is there. H is there, S is there, Z is there, F. F must be here then. F. So that means... Oh, smart era over again. I'm so sorry, everybody. The audience is the clit. Yep, love that quote. Such a short era. Look, this is what I have written down now, okay? So we have something. Then, it's, just so I don't have to keep referring back to this image. 1... 2, 7, 9, 0. And okay. Right. I have some stuff now. Okay, I can get rid of this image. It's no longer relevant for me. Good. Feck, schneck, sneck, F is for goblin. Now they has deployed both monitors, the phone and the notebook. I've now consolidated it all into the notebook, alright? This is what I'm now looking at. This fucking disaster. So we know it is N something, Z something something. That's the code. So I need to work out what the fuck those numbers in the middle are. So 1, 2. So 2 is N. What is 4 then? 4 would be H? 4 would be H, I guess. So it might be N, H, Z. 5 would be S? S maybe? What about 8? 8 would be F. Right. If I have done this right, it might be NHZFS. Right? Written right there. Looking at this frankly deranged scribbling that I've gotten down on this page, I think that's... I'm going to put a question mark next to the F there. There we go. Thanks to this scribbling, I think this might be the code, right? Let's test it. So, star to set the entrance. Then N, 8. That was a fucking H I just checked. All right. Star, N, H, Z, F, S. Oh my fucking god, I'm smart. There we go. I've got a cool eye friend. No space to carry the eidetic module. Okay, we'll put something away. No space to carry the incinerator room key. Let's go make some room, friends. Let's go. Fantastic. Don't eat me, anyone. Where was the save room? Save room is... Oh, I don't fucking remember. Where's the save room? Save room is... Is it the reception? Is that the save room here? The reception area? Let's hope. Let's go see if it is. Let's go. It's working. How do you remember these quote numbers? Smart Jaza. Pedant at one point kept a list of them. Here we go. Perfect. Now, save, first of all. Just in case, I don't know, it crashes or something. Yes, save that. And then go in here and start getting out some stuff. So I don't think we need the auto-injector right now. So I'm going to transfer that over. Oh, I kind of want all this. I'm going to put the pump socket or the handle away as well. ADHD special powers work sometimes. Also, I need to urinate so badly that I'm starting to shiver, so I'm going to go to the bathroom for a second. I'll be back then and we can solve this puzzle. Oh, I need to go to the bathroom so badly, and it's come on in sort of a wave that my teeth have started to hurt a little bit. That's a normal thing, and I won't have anybody say it isn't, right? That can't just be me. But like when your teeth kind of ache a little bit in quite a nice way. Anyway, I'm going to put on the break screen and go do this. Bye. I'll be back in like 30 seconds, probably. I am back. Oof. No, I knocked over my hat. Okay, I am back. Putting in earphones. The piss-holding kinkster's loving today's stream. I am here. Lovely. Amazing. Let's go. Should be seeing it in a second. There we go. Can I go through this door? What was up here? Oh, that was the PC office, but I think I need some sort of blueprint to print something or something like that. Teeth floating, Weamir, that is absolutely vile. I mean, look, of the two things that we defecate, urine is definitely the less gross one, but I still don't really love talking about it. Incinerator key. Well, we need to go back to the wall safe to actually get it, don't we? Fuck. I really wish that I would just sellotape some pouches or something to myself. I guess we're too patriotic. I like that I can just ignore some of these enemies. I was told to do that all the time in Silent Hill, and I never bothered. I would just kill everything I came across for the most part. Hello, Lisa, welcome. Right, are you still sad? You're still sad. Get over it a bit. Like, you know, we're all sad. Right, take the cool eye, please. Picked up eidetic module. I don't know what that does. Pick up the incinerator room key. Yes, please. Don't actually know what this game is, and we're 2 days in. It is... We are a robot. We are a sexy, sexy robot, right? We have crash landed on this planet in order to find someone, it's not clear who, but find someone that we like. We have little hoof feet, by the way. But to find someone, and we're on this, like, weird station that has been overrun with a weird disease that has killed everybody except the other androids, which has made them zombies. So that's kind of where we are. There's not much more going on than that. Yesterday's VOD needs deleting. Was there a VOD delete recently? I don't think so. Maybe? I didn't delete any VODs, but maybe Twitch did. I don't think I did. One thing that happens is I had enough DMCA flags. No copyright strikes, which is why I still have my channel. But I have enough like mini DMCA flags on my channel that I have to manually approve my VODs for publishing now. Right, so after the stream, I have to go into my Twitch dashboard, go into the video producer, and click publish. That's all I have to do, and it goes fine. But maybe I forgot to do that on one of them, or maybe it just didn't go through. I don't know. I'll check after the stream, maybe. Right, we have the incinerator and the pump key. Incinerator is up this way. Let's try that. Maybe we can burn some cool zombies? Don't hit me! Fuck me! Even walking by them, they just hit you. Just being next to them is enough to fuck you up. How many repair sprays do I have? Use one of them, I guess. Fill my holes with foam. And in here was the incinerator? Hopefully it's fine. I've said this, talking about the, like, the piss kinksters. Which I don't think there are any in this chat. Although no kink shaming. If you're into it, just not with me, maybe. But speaking of the piss kinksters, I do think there is a non-sexual pleasure in holding in urine. It's kind of nice. I've been doing it more. It's like, it makes the eventual going to the bathroom even nicer, I think. And it's not sexual. Jesus. Now, I think that is how you get a UTI, so, you know, maybe not. It makes you get UTIs. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Dreya Christ? I'm not going to say Draza. I hate it. Right, oh God. Again, in a completely non-sexual platonic way. I don't think that's how the word platonic works, but you know what I mean. Like, no sort of kink aspect whatsoever to it. I just think it, in the same way that, you know when you were a kid and you got, like, a loose tooth, and it would be kind of sore? Like, you know, you'd be like... You'd, like, wiggle your tooth when it was, like, slightly loose, and it would hurt your gums, but in, like, a nice way. Like, it would be, like, a really pleasant way. And there was nothing sexual about it, but you would, you know, it was like a nice, dull ache. That's kind of the way I'm talking about. You're unable to say things in a non-sexual way. Yesterday you started talking about lizards in a non-sexual way, and today you're talking about lizard ears. We know where this ends up. I do not find lizards sexy. Just more sexy than, say, like, I don't know, an otter. Something like that. Pick up thermite flare, absolutely. Okay, cool. Are these like grenades? Proper disposal of corpses. As you've probably heard, there have been multiple accounts of bodies decommissioned, protectors spontaneously reactivating and acting in a defective manner. Based on November's autopsy report, it seems that all affected units showed some sort of cancerous growth in their organic compounds. According to her, unless completely incinerated, this growth may reactivate the replica even after it's been dead for hours. We don't know what causes this, and we're unsure who's affected. We can't keep up with incinerating all the bodies with just 2 incinerators that constantly need recalibrating, so we're improvising. These thermite flares are able to melt through replica armor and burn the organic components from the inside. So we do have organic bits in us. I wonder what's organic. I've requisitioned more of them, but there was some paperwork missing, so we'll have to wait a bit longer. Right, so we have a couple of grenades. Anything fun to fuck around with in the body room? What is this? Oh, what am I doing here? Okay, that's a card I'll probably need. I'm surprised it's not ash. Oh, fuck off. How do I don't know how to interact with this. Hair looks different, I'm a fan. I tried putting some green highlights in it, and it didn't really work, and I'm not really that into it. But, you know, it's temporary. It's fine. I don't really like my hair, or really much about my appearance. I really, and this is not, I always have to preface this when I talk about this sort of thing. This is not a fishing for compliments thing. In fact, I am deeply, deeply uncomfortable with compliments. I hate receiving compliments. So you will be timed out if you try, right? But there is very little I like about my appearance, but my hair is top of the list right now. I hate my hair. I need a haircut or something. What about insults? I am weirdly fine with them. I just feel like they come from a place of more honesty. Oops, I'm joking, don't worry. CO2? Let's bring... Well, we need to decrease the oxygen, right? Starve it of oxygen? Starve it of oxygen. Starve it of gas. Add CO2? CO2 puts out fires, oxygen fuels them. That hasn't really worked. I thought that would be fine, to be honest. That's basic. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Did that work? No. Do I have to do it multiple times? Let's bring the... Is there instructions for what I'm meant to be doing here? Do you hate compliments as much as we all hate hearing about the scaly stuff? The other hand, I find learning Dreya's internal thoughts fascinating in a sort of macabre way that I'm worried one day will probe too far. I think I'm very vanilla and everybody's just being weird. Like, let's take away everything. Yeah, that does nothing. We need more CO2. We need maybe more gas? Maybe leave that in the middle. Okay, that was better. Maybe even more gas? Like gas full. O2 minus. CO2 full. Is that doing anything? I might need some sort of instructions for this. A less vanilla person wouldn't be so obsessed with denying the kinks. Is there like an instruction manual that I can do here? I don't think there is. Can I open this? It's red hot. It's yellow hot. Like Earth's sun. This is just the proper disposal of corpses thing. Is there any other notes that I can see? Oh, fuck. I think I might just need to figure it out. Use your smarts. Well, again, like fire, if you want to lower something down, you flood it with... I'm assuming Feller is German for fire. Let me see. Google Feller. Like Feller. F-E-H-L-E-R. F-E-H-L-E-R. That is... Mistake? Ever? Oh, it means ever. Okay. Right. So we need to lower the heat, maybe? Oh, hang on. Oh my fucking god. There's an instruction thing. Attention. To prevent damage to the device and personnel, always use the correct CO2, gas and O2 flow settings when initiating shutdown procedure. Lowering the temperature incorrectly will stress material, may damage the incinerator, and cause deadly injury. This incinerator is equipped with automatic safeguards that will abort shutdown if temperatures outside the permitted range are detected. Okay, set CO2, gas and O2. Initiate shutdown lever. Observe temperature. Adjust rotary dials according to warning lights, then initiate the shutdown lever. Right. So what does it say? It's saying I need to lower O2. No, raise gas? Oh, gas is maybe too high. CO2 needs to go lower. So maybe put that in the middle. This in the middle. And this needs to be up a bit. Let's put them all in the middle and see where it goes from there. Puzzle. We need to raise CO2. No, we need to lower CO2. How much? Let's just do it one at a time. This will be tedious, but you'll sit there and like it. Okay, CO2 is perfect, actually. Then gas needs to go higher a bit. Come on. I think we need to match that curve is what's happening. Gas needs to be a bit higher again. That curve is looking okay. That's some nice curve right there. Gas needs to be a bit lower. By like 1 or 2. Gas needs to be a bit lower again. There we go, perfect. And now O2 needs to be lower. O2 needs to be a little bit lower. Like a little tiny smidge.
It is fucking minging. Suck your
Like
dad.
a tiny little smidge
Minging
lower.
is fucking minging.
Mingin. That Mingin kid is like the opposite of the Yippee kid. Like the Yippee kid is the only child that I find endearing. I think that clip is so wholesome and lovely, and it fills me with life. It's such a good clip. And then that Mingin kid makes me want to burn the world down. I hate them. Come on. That's surely fine. There we fucking go. Give me that fucking card. What is this? No space to carry the fire key. Fuck off, game. Give me more than 6 pockets. This is very insufferable. I hate the inventory. Out. At least we've killed most of the things. We can shuffle stuff around. Smarts. I've never taken an IQ test, and before anyone says anything, I'm aware of how controversial, let's say, the IQ test thing is. But I've never taken one, regardless. I don't know. I think I'd probably score quite low, to be honest. An old photographic memory module allows recording of up to 6 visual memories. Ooh, that might be useful. Let's get rid of... Let's put that in there for now. And honestly, put the repair spray in as well, so we have some more room. Just in case. It basically boiled down to how well do you know white cultural things. That is, again, I have heard it is a fairly racist and ableist and various other things system, right, is what I've heard. But I don't think I would score well. I've never taken one, and part of that is the worry that I would get like 40 and go like, oh, okay, well. Because I was never given one, I think, as a kid. Pick up fire key, yes please. Imagine joining Mensa. I have heard that they are insufferable pricks. Also, one of the few people I know who is in Mensa, not personally, but know of who is in Mensa, is the creator of Mrs. Brown's Boys. So clearly, having a high IQ does not forbid you from being awful and stupid when it comes to media. Because that might count as a war crime, Mrs. Brown's Boys. How insecure would you have to be? There is an episode of Columbo where he has to solve a murder in a Mensa lodge. And it is basically what I imagine those Mensa lodges to be, which is the most pretentious, irritating, socially inept people in the world. It's a good episode, though. Funny meme on Mrs. Brown's Boys. I hate Mrs. Brown's Boys. My parents watched a little bit of it, and my god, it was annoying. What do we even get? We got the fire key. A special access card with a fire motif. Well, I'm guessing that's going to be the thing down here, right? My parents were very insistent on getting my older sister in Mensa. My brother might have gotten into Mensa if he had actually tried, maybe. I think he's a very smart boy. Use fire key. Used fire key. Okay, so we have a fire key. What did that do? How many fucking keys do I need? Because now I don't know where to go. We have the pump thing. Where's the pump? Give me a pump. Where would I put the pump key into? All it meant was she got a badge and a magazine. Yeah, it's just kind of, if you don't go to like the lodge meetings or something, I think it is literally just like, you get a little certificate that's like, hey, you're smart. At least academically, right? That's it. Pump key, because we got it in here, didn't we? She looks strangely peaceful. Wait, is this... There was a pump there. Like a little pipe. I have a 25-meter swimming badge. See, I never got badges for swimming. I just learned to swim, and then they didn't give us badges. Anything in here? God, the music's unpleasant, but in a fun way. A certificate for my award-winning flan. We never got any certificates in school, really. Never got any badges or awards or anything. Like, I did home ec for a year, and then was kind of peer-pressured out of it, even though I was quite good at it. I did okay in home ec, but it was like, if you did home ec in my secondary school, as a boy, it was basically like asking to get beaten up, right? Which is, I don't know why I'm laughing, it's dark, but like, if you did home ec as a boy, it was weird. If you did something like woodworking as a girl, it was considered weird. You know, I hope that's changed now. I hope my school's better now for people currently going through it. I don't know if it would be, but, you know, maybe Gen Zers have bucked that a bit. You're of the age where they brought in everyone as a winner? Probably. I don't know. I don't really remember, to be honest. Weirdly, no one gave a shit about home ec, but it was all just baking cookies. Yeah, it was a lot of cookery, and then... Well, when I was doing it, it was all cookery, but then in the second year on, we were told, because the way my school system worked was everybody did every subject for the first year, right? So it was like every person did every subject, is like trying it out. And I think they still do that, but only for like the first half of the first year now, because it was kind of a waste of time, because you got basically no learning in any subject, is how it worked out. But the first year of home ec was all cooking, right? It was all just like how to turn on an oven, how to bake a cupcake, how to make carbonara, you know, that kind of thing. That was fine. I enjoyed it. And then second year we were told, okay, here's how to sew, you know, you're going to learn how to sew buttons on. You're going to learn how to make your own clothes. You're going to learn how to, you know, efficiently budget a household, you know, that kind of thing. And all incredibly useful things, but as soon as they mentioned like sewing and stitching, you could see every boy looking around going like, I can't take this. Like, if I do, the one guy who's fucking huge at the back of the class who's glaring at me will take issue. Right? So, you know, I didn't learn to sew until I was probably about 18 years old, or 19 or 20 even, and Googled how to in order to stitch up like a dressing gown or something. I mean, it's useful. I probably should have. There's a few subjects I wish I had taken. I kind of wish I had taken music and art. I kind of wish I had taken home ec. You know, the nicer ones. Because, yeah, I don't know. I was never going to take woodwork or metalwork or engineering. Fuck those. I was terrible at them. Luckily, they taught us to sew when we were like 8. See, I never did. I think, actually, in primary school, they might have taught the girls. Like, people who presented as girls, I think got taught how to sew buttons and stuff. I don't think I did. Ireland. Anyway, where's the pump room? Pump key. Let's go to the X-ray room. There might be something to do in there. X-ray is next door. We've made some progress. Fuck me, I've been live for 3.25 hours. I thought I was like, I would honestly was expecting to look down and see like an hour and a half on that clock. I'll keep going for a bit. Inspect. Is this a puzzle? Do I need some sort of wrench in order to fuck with? Because this looks like the other part of a wrench that we might need. A. That's a gun. B is a hand. I know you're trying to use better terms. Yes, can you tell? But the idea that there would be a trans girl in that class is beyond belief. I don't know. My school was not horrific. I don't think there was that much bullying, at least not a huge amount. I was bullied lightly, but not really. I was bullied in primary school a lot more. But I do think, yeah, you would have gotten weird looks and maybe been ostracized if you had taken home ec. I don't know of anybody who was trans in my year. I don't think really. I was young enough, I was early enough on in the millennium that I don't know if anybody would have acknowledged that. You know, I only really became aware of the concept of transness properly beyond like harmful media tropes when I was already out of school, I think. Like, I just never really was made aware that it was a thing. Like in sex ed or SPHE or whatever, we were taught about homosexual relationships and, you know, lesbian relationships and, you know, all that kind of thing. But the word trans was never brought up. Tells us you'd be bullied for doing a non-gender for conforming school subject, but my school wasn't that bad. Well, I'm comparing it to maybe some other schools that I've heard about. Like Emma has described, I'm not going to go into anything, but Emma has described some of her secondary school experiences, and it honestly sounds like she has been describing a sort of horrific jail from the 40s when she's talked to me about them. Absolutely nightmarish. Mine was like a modern, recently built, when I went, school full of people born in, like, everyone in my year would have been born in like 1997, 96, like maybe a bit more modern than it could have been, you know. If there's 100 kids, there's almost certainly one child. Oh yes, I'm not saying that there wasn't anybody. I mean, there was 1,000 people in my secondary school. It is guaranteed that a lot of them were gay or lesbian or bi or pan or queer in some way, trans, whatever. There's no way they weren't, but they wouldn't have acknowledged it, is all I'll say. All I knew was what little I saw in films and such. So obviously a very flawed image. I might have figured things out earlier. Yeah, only in my early 20s I read stuff online and went, oh. It's like, I was reading something recently. Chuck Tingle, the writer, was, I noticed he said trans last. Chuck Tingle, the writer, wrote a blog post where he was describing his gender identity. And he was saying that he described himself as, I keep saying they described themselves, I think he uses any pronouns actually, described themselves as non-dysphoric trans. And it sounded, I don't know, interesting. Like I was reading through and it was like somebody asked him, you know, if you could click a button and turn into the opposite sex, would you press it? And they went, yeah, obviously, who wouldn't do that? And all of their friends were like, I wouldn't. And he was like, huh. And that got them thinking, right? And I remember being asked that as well when I was a teenager, and having a similar reaction, not changing into the opposite sex and going, yes, absolutely. But I remember going, I wouldn't care at all. I don't think it would affect me in any way. I don't think I would care even a little bit. And the people who asked me going like, what? Like, you don't have any preference? I'm going, yeah. And them looking at me very strangely. And I thought that was normal. Like, but it made me think, maybe that's something to think about. But yeah, anyway, just brought it into my head. As things of like, because again, it never really gets brought up when I was a kid. And you never really saw like at least positive media representations of trends or gender questioning or anything like that. And so it just never really comes up. You just sort of assume everybody feels the same way about their gender, I guess. Anyway, inspect. I still have no fucking idea what I meant to be doing this, to be honest. Like, at all. Right. Can I interact with anything in here? Anything at all? The cuck chair? Nope. Can I go out, maybe? I used to think transition was so impossible. I figured I wanted a latex woman suit or something. It turns out you can transition anything at any age, even things you would think were possible. Yeah, I mean, obviously it is never too late or too early. Just do whatever you want. I mean, that means nothing, right? Just depends on where you live and your sort of family and your society and your money and lots of factors. But like, you know, do what makes you comfortable. If you see or hear anything, it tends to be quite binary again. Yes, I always dismissed the idea of being anything but cis because I felt I was too femme. Exactly. Femboy erasure, which is obviously no reason, but I didn't know back then. Again, it's all like when I think about things that were even on the TV when I was a kid, like even children's shows, there's usually I remember almost as a joke, like 4 years ago maybe, I rewatched Drake and Josh, right? Drake and Josh. I think it might have been slightly before everybody knew that Drake was like a weird pedophile, I think. But I rewatched Drake and Josh, and I thought it was quite funny. I thought it was a funny show, but there was a couple of moments that were weirdly, bizarrely, fairly overtly transphobic in it, and quite homophobic as well at times. And I was like, I had a thought where I was like, this is the media I consumed a lot of when I was a kid. It's like, that definitely shaped how I thought about things quite formatively. Like, you know, I see now young children watching things that are a bit more progressive and go like, you know what, that might, it probably won't do anything for most people, but it might have a small chance to like help somebody figure out something about themselves earlier, which is always good. So I was like, oh, good for them. But like, I was watching it and like out of the blue there'd be like a transphobic joke, and I was like, man, this was the only thing you'd ever see of trans people on TV for years. The only thing would be like a woman coming in and like having a deep voice, and then everybody goes, ugh, and you go, what the this isn't even a fucking joke, what are you doing? I want to know where I had the impression that being trans was shameful at age 6, because of all the transphobic things I think of was after that. I think it's just sort of a societal thing, right? It's like, even if you're not actually consciously taking in those things, yeah, it's structural. It's like, you know, you're seeing just things on in the background that you maybe don't even understand, but they like leave a lingering mark in your brain. You know, and I don't think it's all media's fault, but you know, it's media is a reflection as much as it is an influence of the society around it. Can you tell I did media analysis in college? Sorry, everybody. But, you know, media is both an influence and a reflection of its society. So, you know, it was probably just a mix of media putting these ideas into people's minds because of bigoted people creating it, and also bigoted people wanting to see that. So, you know, no easy answer, I suppose, but I think it's, well, it was getting better. I don't know if it is now. Fuck me. Anyway, let's play the game. Let's go in here. Oh, fuck off. I'm sick of you. Kill me. Where am I using this fucking pump key? Is there any other keys I have? This must be some sort of logic puzzle. It can't just be me being lost, right? There's the key printer was up there somewhere, right? The S-Lock waiting room, that's not where we need to go. There was the printer. The VCR player we haven't gotten anything for. The card PC office, that was it. Elevator controls, still don't have anything for that. Protector bathroom. Could we go in here? These were both locked. Is one of these the pump room? Hang on. One of these might be the pump room. There's gonna be a zombie. Yep, fuck off. Unlocks from the other side. Use pump room key! Run! Okay, we're through. We're through. Amazing. Ah! Is why I feel close with many trans folk. They share a very similar treatment of brown people. Yeah, but basically, everything's bad for anyone who is a sort of marginalized or minority group. So, you know, there at least should be, and there isn't always, but there should be a lot of solidarity there. I try not to bang the drum too much, because there's definitely trans people who use it to say they're not racist, but my own experience of being trans did genuinely help me a lot with anti-racism. I think, you know, in an ideal world, that would be true for everybody, and it would be the same. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Hopefully it does for most people. Anyway, let's go over. Again, I can't really talk too much because, like, I don't know what I am with my gender identity. I've been going by any pronouns recently, and I think I like that, and I think I will continue to do that. I think, you know, they, he, she, whatever you want to use for me. I think I'm fine identifying anyway like that. But I don't know what I would refer to myself. Like, I don't know if I belong in that alphabet at all. Like, I would never call myself trans, just because I feel like it would be stolen valor. Maybe the Q? Maybe in the Q? That's, like, vague enough, right? But I don't know what I am. Let's go to inspect. What in the fuck am I doing here? Questioning is part of the Q. Good to know. Lower the pump, please. Pump out that water. If it feels good for you, then yes. Go down. Okay, and then down again? Like, take all the water out of this one? Am I going to need to make these even or something? Am I supposed to drain all of these? Hang on. Oh, fuck no. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Down. Down. Maybe that'll work? There's probably instructions to read, isn't there? Ugh. Same vice versa for me. Still get it wrong at times, but I think shared pain is a good bedrock for solidarity. I think, like, look, it's because it's so, I mean, it's not new. Like, trans people existing is not new. There have always been trans people. There have always been gender questioning people. There have always been gay people, lesbian people, anything in the alphabet. Like slogan. There's always been those people, but the terminology around it has only recently, for a lot of people, entered their terminology, entered their sort of internal dictionary. Some people will make mistakes and stuff. It's true that I guess it's good that people make an effort and don't make too many mistakes and acknowledge when they have made mistakes. That's all I would ask, I guess. Get nowhere in our movements if we give a place to another bigotry. I always think about Henry VIII's anti-buggery law that was largely to expand the slave trade. Exactly. Anyway, let's go. Let's try and do this. I know I'm getting into serious topics. Which I don't know if this stream is particularly well equipped to do. I always feel very uncomfortable doing it. But this isn't like a, you know, no politics stream. Because, you know, I do understand the desire to have, like, no politics, no heavy topics thing, but I always do question the motives, because, like, you always think, okay, is this saying, oh, I don't want to talk about politics and just keep things as light entertainment, or is it you're saying, like, these type of people are political to me? You know, it can always be a bit, you know? So I like having, you know, the option to talk about that sort of thing. Yes, exactly, neutrality is preferred by the oppressor. Poop fart sex tea. Right, AB, reservoir drainage instructions. Not into the NPP thing, to be honest. I get it, but not me. I'm the same. Like, again, I like being very goofy, and I am generally quite goofy on stream, but, like, I do like occasionally talking about slightly more serious things. You know, it's nice. Exactly, who decides what's political? I mean, what it comes down to is basically almost everything is political. Like, virtually everything in the world is political, because it is usually influenced by politics. Like, you know, going outside and lying in some grass is political, because the environmental protections put in place for that grass are political structures. You know, it's like literally everything is kind of. Speaking of politics and goofiness, welcome Kayla, my PM Justin Trudeau once during an interview showed his party trick falling down the stairs. I remember seeing that clip. There we go. That was fun. That was a funny clip. Justin Trudeau, weird guy, but that was a funny clip. Is it political to raise the point that someone has been left out? White supremacy players would say yes. Exactly. Like, I would say that everything is political. Virtually everything. Maybe not everything, but I mean, like, you know, sipping water. It's like politics determines how clean that water is and what chemicals are in it and how it gets delivered to you and if you have to pay for it or not. And, like, literally everything could be political. Usually saying I'm not political usually just means I have the luxury of not having to be political, which is political in and of itself. It's like this sort of politics in art argument. It's like all art is kind of inherently political, even if it's, you know, specifically refuting being political. That in and of itself is kind of a political act. Can you tell I also, as well as doing media analysis, did a little bit of art history? Anyway. With tank A full, except just Jackson Pollux. With tank A full, here's how to equalize the reservoir. Fill tank B. Oh, fuck off. Take a photo of this shit. It's just giving me the instructions and I'm already irritated. Right. Hate this puzzle so much. Photo. I have a very old phone and it's starting to die. Although I resent that. This is not a particularly old phone, and it is a good phone. This is a Galaxy S9, I think, which is only about 5 years old. This is only about 5 years old, and is already fucking degrading to nothing. Like, the battery sucks on it. The screen is getting cracked, but that's my fault. Like, it's starting to grind to a halt a little bit. It's slower than it used to be. Planned obsolescence can fuck off. Anyway, don't do this. I'm thinking for my next phone, I'll have to save because it's quite expensive for a new fucking phone. But for my next phone, I'm thinking I will get a fair phone, which is the most fucking hippie, pretentious thing I've ever said. But it is a phone that is allegedly made without any, like, slave labor, and it's, like, cheaper than a Samsung. So why not? Some of the most foolish goblinoid sex freaks on Twitch, seemingly counteractively, are the more politically aware. With tank A, okay, I have it up on my phone, right? I have the stuff. Let's go. Let's walk over here. I'm holding my phone at the same time as moving. I wonder who this could be referring to. I was not. Like I said, it's all about luxury as well. Like, I was not interested or even really politically aware until I was in my late teens or early 20s even. Like, I never... this morning, Emma was very surprised when I said that I have never read a newspaper. Because, you know, before the internet really took off as a news service, as double-edged as that whole thing is, but that I had never actually read a newspaper. I was around them. My dad read the newspaper when I was a kid. I just never engaged with any sort of news or politics whatsoever. I just was completely unaware of all of it, and that's a very privileged position, I'm now realizing. But it made me think about it. I was like, yeah, that's true. I just didn't have to be aware of any of that, I think. It's past midnight here. Happy birthday, little guy. I love you. Ben. But thank you. Right, put it all back into A to start again, right? We'll do this. Put it all back into A. All back into A. Right. Fill tank B. Good. Fill tank B. So we need to fill that up? Okay, we need to fill tank B. Then fill tank C with water only from B. No! Fucker. This one? Yes. Move the water from tank C back into tank A. No. Fucker! Urgh, kill me! Right, everything back to the start, please. Right. Fill tank B. Fill tank C with water only from B. Then... fill tank... move the water from tank C back to tank A. Okay, done. Fill tank C again with the remaining water from B. Then refill tank B from tank A. Okay. Again, fill tank C with water only from B. And then move it back into tank A. Huh? Fill tank C with water only from tank B, and then move it back into tank A. Move this back into tank A? Oh! Okay, we did it. Good stuff. Fuck me, I hate that puzzle so much. You can't ban me, I'm literally part of the decor. Feel like all the kids shows and films that tell you need to be a hero, even when it's difficult, rubbed off on me and gave me this ironclad ethical need to do good. I mean, that's a good thing, right? Turns out that looking good and doing good is not the same thing, so I'm usually the one getting chucked out of stuff. Again, I think the wokeification of children's media is a good thing. Right, we need to get into the bathroom, which is right in here. Nice. Bathroom time. Can I go down? I can. Holy shit. That little sound you made. A key? Water key. Yes. Amazing. What else? Maybe some first aid? Ooh, lovely. Thank you. I kind of need them. Use them both right away. I need you to not say woke or wokeification. It was a joke, don't worry. I think if anybody says the word woke and you can tell they mean it unironically, you are legally allowed. This is actually true, by the way. You are legally allowed to hit them with a brick. It's like, what was the Telegraph line this morning that I saw? There's a headline on the Telegraph that said, like, woke Lego adds disabled figurines. And I was like, what are you doing? Even for the Telegraph, what are you doing? It's like, number one, I'm pretty sure Lego has had disabled minifigures, like wheelchair using minifigures and stuff since the 70s. What the fuck are you talking about? You insane newspaper. Also, I saw a tweet. I can't remember who it was by. It might have been Owen Jones or something tweeted this. That the Telegraph sells about 60,000 newspapers a day, if that. Or that might have been even the Spectator. Telegraph might be even lower. It might be like 50,000 newspapers a day. I was like, that is so low. There are streamers who get more than that. And yet the chokehold that they have on politics and culture in general, people like the Telegraph, the Spectator, the Observer, whatever, like, is insanely inflated compared to how much they actually sell. It's like even the Sun is going down a bit. It's a bit like the same thing as saying Xmas is taking Christ out of Christmas when it's just the Greek symbol for Christos. Exactly. Toys based on cripples fucking woke. I know, it's so bad. I was thinking, Telegraph woke. Telegraph woke. Oh my god, there is so many fucking headlines, it is impossible to get through them all. So many. Agree, there we go. Lego goes woke as new figurines released with Down syndrome and missing limbs. Overly sensitive and woke. They eventually were forced to change it because there was such an outcry, but that is, I mean, come on, man. Telegraph, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Anyway, let's go back to this. Can I get out of here? I might be on a different floor now. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, fuck, where am I? Flooded corridor. With papers, it's not even about selling them, it's about displaying them on every single train station. Exactly. It's like, isn't one of the biggest newspapers like the Metro, just because it's given out free on trains? I go to a Catholic school. During December, we had a mass, and my school's father, Peter, went on a tirade about this exact thing, holding up papers like a conspiracy theorist. Oh, no. Saying you went to a Catholic school in Ireland is just saying you went to a school. Like, you know, it's just... that's the default. But my secondary school was not hugely religious. It was religious because, again, it's an Irish national school, which means that it is at least partially owned by the church. Because all of the schools in Ireland are, unless they're private and very expensive, right? It was comparatively progressive and more secular. Which was nice, honestly. Even coming from my nice primary school, which I went to after the bad primary school, it was nice to not have it just completely shoved in my face as much, taking the nuns out of Catholic school. Well, they did that because they kept beating everyone. I've mentioned this before. I don't know if my mum would like me talking about this, but my mum was working at the shop she works in, and she was outside, just on break with people, just chatting outside in the car park in front of the supermarket. And just like, you know, talking with some people her own age and, you know, that she knew in school and stuff like that. And they were talking. And they saw one of the nuns that had taught her in her secondary school. One of the nuns, like 80 years old now or something. One of these nuns walking towards the door. And she'd like turn to the other people there and was like, oh, fucking remember that fucking school. And then the nun got sideswiped by a slow-moving car. And every single person there, according to my mum, laughed really hard to the point where they probably were heard by the nun. Once they realised she wasn't dead, they went like, now we can laugh. Nuns are not liked here anymore, I would say. Ooh, ammo, yes, I would like some 10mm ammo. Although I'm not even holding that gun anymore. Blank key, yes, we have a printer for that coming up. But yeah, I mean, I honestly, when I mentioned this at the time, I wasn't streaming at the time, but I mentioned this to people I knew, and everybody broadly agreed, I think. When the abortion referendum was happening in Ireland, the repeal the 8th stuff, which thankfully passed, quite by a little bit of a landslide, which was nice, considering, again, it's Ireland. But there were a lot of signs up with, like, sad-looking nuns and priests saying, like, with slogans like, don't upset the church, or, like, this isn't in God's plan, or something like that, saying, like, you know, being anti-abortion. And I think about 10 years before that referendum, maybe like 2000, maybe a little bit longer, maybe like 2005-ish, I think those signs would have worked. I think those signs would have genuinely worked, and people would have looked at them and gone, you know what, I am a devout Catholic, or I pay lip service, I go to mass every couple of years. I think it would have worked. But every time I passed one of those anti-abortion signs, I saw groups of people standing under them, like scowling up at them, pointing and looking like they were about to fucking tear them down. And I was like, they have really misread the tone of this country right now. It's like this came not that far after they found those 800 baby skeletons in that septic tank in the nun school. And it was like, fuck me, you have really misjudged your influence. A sad-looking nun is going to drive people into a murderous rage, you idiots. So honestly, I think they really did help as, like, pro-abortion tools. Learning about medieval Christian history is incredibly eye-opening. Forgetting that half this stuff came from popes who did it for geopolitical power. Yes, definitely. Never trust a church unless there's food. I remember when I was a kid, I went to a Protestant church and they gave me some like biscuits and some mulled wine. That was nice. Oh, there's a save point. I should probably save. I've been alive for nearly like 4 fucking hours. Let's store some stuff. Let's store... Oh, I don't know. Store the pistol ammo. I'm not using that. Yeah, store all of that. Anything else? Thermite? What's this? Disposable stun prod? Honestly, store that as well. Do I not have the room? Cannot carry any more? Do they take up multiple slots? Oh, I have loads of them. You know what? Store the thermite. Oh, don't store everything, you idiot. What are you doing? You gave away your gun. Okay, pick that up. Take back your gun. Where is the S for storage? Retrieve at least the shotgun. There we go. Transfer selected. I would like a shotgun and I would like the water key. That should honestly be fine. I think that's alright. Let's go. As far as I can tell, Catholicism is anti-trans because Justinian I was such a weak leader and tried to blame trans people for his issues. Which is also maybe because his wife was kind of pro-queer, although she may be accused his political rival of being gay. Kind of pro-queer is caught by Automod, by the way. Twitch. Anyway, I've been lurking most of the time. I like people who lurk. Lurking is very, very appreciated. Like, you don't need to talk in chat. I would never expect people to talk constantly in chat. I stream for upwards of 4 fucking hours when I stream. Nobody is required to, like, type constantly for that. That is insane. You know, if you want to dip in and out of this stream, if you want to, like, oh, I'm bored of this bit, I'm gonna go make a sandwich, or turn it off, or come back later, or if you want to just, like, nap while it's on or something like that, that's all fine. You know? It's cool. Right, save this. I love this game, I think, by the way. I haven't really been talking about the game much, but I really like this game. It's good. This is a fun time. I find it quite satisfying to play. Despite the cursed inventory, I am genuinely quite enjoying this, and I'm working out the puzzles. I'll probably just finish this. Oh, hang on. Examination room key. Amazing. We will save again just because I didn't see that first. We're all draws washed. Right, save. Flooded office. Amazing. Fantastic. Let me hit the escape button once that animation fades. Go to the full camera. Oh, I still have the fucking Telegraph headline up on my screen. Cursed visions. Only when we're outraged by the Goblin's cursed views. I don't think I have many cursed views. Snakes are hotter than cats. Holding in your pee is kind of satisfying. Eating ice is nice. There we go. That's none of those are particularly cursed, I think. I think it's you. We are opposite you, Philistine. Oh, and American Tail is bad. That's one that people don't like, right? Let's raid somebody, shall we? You know, let's raid this person. /raid. No, perfect. Let's do this. I will be live again tomorrow, probably with Emma. I don't know if she's busy or not tomorrow, but if she's not, we will be live, and probably, I'm going to make a wild claim, we're going to finish Plague Tale Innocence. Right? I don't know how long we have left, so that's an insane claim to make, but I think we might finish Plague Tale Innocence. We might go a bit long if we're near the end. Because I have been enjoying that game, but also I'm looking forward to it, you know, ending. Basically. Bye, everybody. Have a good sleep or rest of your afternoon or evening, wherever it is for you. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.